As I mentioned in the beginning, lately there have been many challenges in this emerging experience of the new human. At some moments you have had a feeling of an unexplainable sense of unhappiness, moodiness, heaviness, irritation. In these moments you find yourself taking things personally which you would not have typically. You find yourselves noticing or at least being aware of more conflict than you typically have been experiencing. The reason is this: you are feeling the mix, the blend of the separate and the unified consciousness. And until the earth completes her own ascension, there are many in the mix who still embody the duality perspective, and some even who live in vibrations which are very distant from the finer energies of grace and love in which many of you light workers are exploring and integrating. You are feeling and attuning to these energies within the whole. Remember, that until one recognizes the love within themselves, they will have difficulty recognizing this in others. The more you embody love, the more there will be a difference in frequency between you and some other members of the collective energy field. This will be felt as heaviness, a pull, as there is a significant gap between you and this other aspect of the unified field, and bridging this is and will be difficult for both of you. If you recognize this, you can simply know this and orient elsewhere, not being troubled by this energetic disturbance within the field. The challenge is intensified when this approach is not understood or taken. Your guard is down and you are increasingly open as you trust and live in these finer energies. Then the encounters, particularly if they are direct, are quite intense when there is a significant gap between your frequency and that of another. There is a tendency then to defend your frequency, to try to stay in your frequency and to bring the other to your frequency. This may be happening directly as in a conversation or indirectly as in felt energies. What can you do about this? You may wonder. First is to simply understand that this is part of the mixed and blended energetic spaces in which you are currently playing and experiencing. Secondly, to release all attachment to altering this energy. Allow it. Blend with it and use it as an opportunity to grow compassion and your own understanding of being love within the whole if you like. Or simply choose what may be the easiest way to feel relief by follow the wise message, which is such a theme song within the Abraham Hicks messages: pivot. Simply turn your focus to something that makes you feel good and don't think too much about the unpleasant feelings you were noticing. Realize that feelings can in some ways become habits. This is a common experience in the third dimension, to have a habitual feeling response to life and experiences rather than choosing and freely responding to what occurs. Now you have moved into a different scenario. Your connection to all that is lies within a unified consciousness now more and more, and as such you will encounter these challenges, these variances in frequency as the sorting out process of ascension continues. There will be regroupings, separations, reunions and much shuffling as each being chooses their place in the plan and the corresponding relationships realign, sometimes repeatedly to correspond. I trust that all of this has given you a sense of relief, a feeling of peace, and most of all, the recognition of much amazing choices being made in such challenging times. I am the Archangel Michael, and I remain forever available and at your side. Know that you are profoundly loved, and your continual efforts to awaken are met with great joy by those non-physical beings who through you are having the experience of a lifetime. Smile. Great love exists in all here.